Hello everyone, this is Young Choi. I'd like to demonstrate the normal curve, which is called bell curve, with a large data. With a small data, as you see in here, we have about 8 data. Then we can do that. So we may need large data, which means the sample size is larger than the distribution of the value variable will be in bell shape. So that's what I want to discuss with you. So this is the original data, about 8, and then the average of the data will be function average A2 through A9, and standard deviation is calculated by using STDDIP. Actually, STDBA will be okay, but dot .s, that's a sample. In this case, 8 variables. And then I made it like a bin from the mean, likely 1 each standard deviation, and those 2 minus plus deviations, and then 3 deviations. So one example will be this one from likely B2 29 average and a 3 standard deviation away from the mean. So multiply by standard deviation P4, and this one will be minus 2, this one is minus 1, etc. This one is 0, and this is a plus 1. By the way, we need to create the data about 2000 based upon the average and standard deviation by keeping those two. So put it in here, go to data, data analysis, and then there's a function called random number generation, and we create the 2000 number of variables, and the number of random numbers 1 normal, and we keep 29 the average, standard deviation 14.687, and I put it into somewhere E2. So okay. All right. And then you may need to know how to kind of manipulate it. So in this case, once you want to select all these things, you can go up there, but it's kind of lengthy. And what you can do, Control Shift, hold down Control Shift, and then arrow key to the right. So select everything, and then move back to over here, and then somewhere here, Control. Let's say Control. Let's do it again. Shift Control, select again, Control C, copy, and then paste it in here. Control V, and then you see the function in paste option. So click on that one, and then we transpose to the column instead of row. So click on that one, and then we can basically delete this one row, 2000 basically fields. So Control Shift again, and arrow to the right, and delete it. And then we move up from here, same thing, Control Shift hold down, and down arrow to the bottom, and then Control X, cut it off, just move up to over here, Control V. Okay, so we have a right there data. So basically this data is based upon the average value 29 and standard deviation 14.68. So using this data, we create a normal bell curve instead of this one. So go to data and data analysis and a histogram, and okay, and that actually, you know what, we can just choose this data first to see what it looks like. So pin range is C2 and C8, which is okay. And then output range is somewhere around here, so which is okay, something like this. So based upon this data, and we can create a graph. So go to insert and then choose the third one, scatter with the smooth line. So with this many data, like 8 data, we don't get bell curve. So we need to have a larger data than this 8, and we will get the bell curve. So just for a while, and then we go to data analysis, histogram, and this time we choose A2, actually E2, E2001. That's the input data, and the bin range is the same, and output range same around here. So okay. So now we have a bell curve. The bottom point of this illustration is once we have a small number of data variables, then the bell curve isn't shaped. And we need to create a bunch of the data, in this case 2000 variables, and then which is based upon the average and standard deviation, but a little tricky. So we created 2000 and how to use those data for the histogram. So keep in mind we need to make a bin for the histodiagram. This bin basically how far it's located from the mean average, in this case one standard deviation to the minus negative side and one standard deviation to the positive side. Okay, so that's the kind of basic one, how the data is diversified in a normal distribution. Thank you.